second unit in Civics, which is Citizens and Citizenship. Synopsis of the lesson. In this session, we are going to see the following topics. The first one is Introduction, then Citizen and Citizenship, then Acquisition of Citizenship, then Laws of Indian Citizenship, then Single Citizenship. Next, we are going to see Rights and Duties of Citizen, then Overseas Citizenship of India, then we are going to see Qualities of a Good Citizen, Global Citizenship, and finally we are going to see conclusion part. First, let's see the introduction part. Civics is the study of government. So, civics is the study of government and the different branches of the government. Now, let's see who is a citizen. The word citizen is derived from the Latin word civis, meaning a citizen. So, the word citizen is derived from the Latin word civis, which means resident of a city-state of ancient Rome. After the disappearance of city-state system, it has been used to mean a member of the state. So simply, citizen means a member of a particular state. The citizens of a state enjoy full civil and political rights. Here, civil means public. So, the citizens of a state enjoy full civil means public and political rights. So, the citizens of a state can enjoy full civil as well as political rights. So, they have the full independency to enjoy all the civil and political rights of the particular state. Now, let's see the definition for citizen and citizenship. Citizen is a person of a country who is entitled to enjoy all the legal rights and privileges granted by a state and is obligated to obey its laws and to fulfill his duties. So, a citizen is a person of a country who can enjoy all the civil as well as political rights of that particular country, and he must obey the laws and fulfill all his fundamental duties. So, a good citizen must obey the laws of the particular country and fulfill all his fundamental duties. Now, let's see the definition for citizenship. Citizenship is the status given to the citizens which provide them the right to legally live in a country as long as they want. So, citizen means person, whereas citizenship means the status given to the particular citizen. So, he is entitled to particular country. For example, a person living in India is called an Indian. So, citizenship means a status given to the citizen, so he can stay in that particular country as long as he want. So, as long as he want, he can stay in that particular country. Next, we are going to see types of citizen. So, first one is natural citizens and the second one is naturalized citizens. Now, let's see the definition for each. So, first type is natural citizens. Natural citizens are the citizens by birth. So, by birth, they belong to that particular country, means they are called natural citizens. Next, let's see the definition for naturalized citizens. Naturalized citizens are the one who acquires citizenship, so they may be born in some other country if they want. The citizenship means they will apply for the citizenship, so they are called naturalized citizens. For example, if a person is born in America and he want to become the citizen of India, means he must apply for the citizenship, so that is called acquiring the citizenship. So those citizens comes under naturalized citizens. So naturalized citizens are the one who acquire the citizenship. Next, let's see the Citizenship Act of 1955. It tells about gaining or losing Indian citizenship. So, this act is to provide for the acquisition and termination of Indian citizenship. So, this act is meant for getting the citizenship as well as for terminating the Indian citizenship. Next, we are going to see acquisition of citizenship. Acquisition of citizenship means how a person can acquire. That means how a person can get an Indian citizenship. Now, let's see it. The Citizenship Act of 1955 prescribes 5 ways of acquiring citizenship. So, according to the Citizenship Act of 1955, there are 5 ways to get an Indian citizenship. Let's see the 5 ways. Now, let's see the 5 ways or modes of acquiring Indian citizenship. First one is by birth. By birth, we can acquire an Indian citizenship. Second one is by descent. Third one is by registration. Fourth one is by naturalization. And finally, by incorporation of territory. So first one is by birth. How a person will be entitled to get a specific citizenship by birth. The first statement is a person born in India on or after 26th January 1950 but before 1st July 1987 is a citizen of India by birth, irrespective of the nationality of his parents. So, if a child born in India on or after 26th January 1950 but after 1st July 1987 is considered as a citizen of India, so maybe the parents would have different nationality. That means the parents would stay in different countries other than India, but the child is regarded as the citizen of India. So, this is the first statement. The second statement is a person born in India on or after 1st July 1987 is considered as a citizen of India only if either of his parents is a citizen of India at the time of his birth. So the second statement is if a person born in India, that is, if a child is born in India after 1st July 1987, either of his parents, so either mother or father, must be an Indian citizen at the time of the birth. The third statement is, those born in India on or after 3rd December 2004 are considered citizens of India, or one of whose parents is a citizen of India and the other is not an illegal migrant at the time of their birth. So, those child which are born after 3rd December 2004 is considered to be a citizen of India only if either of the parents must be a citizen of India. So, either one of the parents, that is, either mother or father, must be a citizen of India, or else they should not be an illegal migrant, so they should not come illegally from other countries to stay in India. So, this is the third statement. Now, let's see the second mode of acquiring the Indian citizenship, that is by descent. Now, let's see the first statement. A person born outside India on or after 26th January 1950 but before 10th December 1992 is a citizen of India by descent if his father was a citizen of India at the time of his birth. That means if a child is born on or after 26th January 1950 in some other countries other than India, is considered as a citizen of India if his father is a citizen of India. So I hope you are clear. Let me explain this again. If a person or if a child is born in some other country other than India, is considered to be an Indian citizen if his father was a citizen of India at the time of his birth. The second statement is, a person born outside India on or after 10th December 1992 is considered as a citizen of India if either of his parents is a citizen of India at the time of his birth. So that means if a person or child born outside India means in some other foreign countries after 10th December 1992 is considered as a citizen of India only if either of his parents, that is, either mother or father, must be a citizen of India at the time of his birth. The third statement is, from 3rd December 2004 onwards, a person born outside India shall not be a citizen of India by descent. So, they are not the citizen of India by descent unless his birth is registered at an Indian consulate within 1 year of the date of birth. That is, if a child is born after 3rd December 2004 outside India, is not considered to be an Indian citizen by descent unless they need to register the birth of the child in an Indian consulate within 1 year then only the child is regarded as an Indian citizen by descent. Now, let's move on to the third mode of acquiring the Indian citizenship by registration. Let's see the first statement. A person of Indian origin who is ordinarily resident in any country or place outside undivided India can register for the Indian citizenship. That is, if a person whose ancestors, that is, whose grandfather and grandmother or all belongs to India, that is for Indian origin, but he is residing here. Residing means living. So he is living in some other country, so he can register for an Indian citizenship. The second statement is, a person of Indian origin who is ordinarily resident in India for 7 years before making an application for registration, that is, he is a person of Indian origin, he is living in India for 7 years, so before applying for registration, he is staying in India for 7 years, then he can get the Indian citizenship. The third statement is, a person who is married to a citizen of India and is ordinarily resident in India for 7 years before making an application for registration. That is, if a person married an Indian, they must stay for at least 7 years before making an application for registration. Next, let's move on to the fourth mode of acquiring the Indian citizenship, that is by naturalization. The central government may, on an application, grant a certificate of naturalization to any person. So, the central government, after getting the application, they can grant a certificate of naturalization to any person. The next statement is, if he is not a citizen of any country where citizens of India are prevented from becoming subjects or citizens of that country. That means, if a person applying for an Indian citizenship is coming from the country where the Indian citizens were denied all the basic rights, so such persons are terminated from acquiring the Indian citizenship by the central government. Then, a citizen of any country renounces the citizenship of that country. So, if a citizen left the citizenship of that country where he belongs to, he can acquire the citizenship of India. The third statement is, he has either resided in India or been in the service of a government in India or throughout the period of 12 months. That means, if a person staying in India or doing any service or in service of government of India and he is staying at least 12 months, means he can acquire the citizenship of India. The fourth point is, he is a good character and has an adequate knowledge of a language specified in the 8th schedule to the Constitution. There are 22 official languages. So, he is a good character and has an adequate knowledge of the languages mentioned in the Constitution. Then, he have the right to acquire the citizenship of India. Let's move on to the fifth mode to get an citizenship of India is by incorporation of territory. Now let's see it in detail. If any foreign territory becomes a part of India, the government of India specifies the persons who among the people of the territory shall be the citizens of India. That is, if any foreign territory it becomes the part of India means, then the people of that territory are considered as the citizen of India. Such persons become the citizens of India from the notified date. For example, when Pondicherry became a part of India, the government of India issued the Citizenship Pondicherry Order in 1962. Next, we are going to learn about laws of Indian citizenship. Part 2 of the Constitution of India, that is Article 5 to 11, prescribes 3 ways of losing citizenship. First one is renunciation, the second one is termination, and the third one is deprivation. First one is renunciation. It is a voluntary act. That is, when a person, after acquiring the citizenship of another country, gives up his or her Indian citizenship. The second one is termination. It takes place by operation of law. That is, when an Indian citizen voluntarily acquires the citizenship of another country, he or she automatically ceases to be an Indian citizen. The third one is deprivation. It is a compulsory termination. Here, the citizenship is deprived on the basis of an order of the government of India in cases including acquisition of Indian citizenship by fraud, false representation, or being disloyal to the Constitution. Now let's see the difference between citizenship as well as nationality. Nationality is the status of belonging to a particular nation by origin, birth basically. It is an ethnic and racial concept. Nationality of a person cannot be changed. Nationality means it is the status of a person belonging to a particular country by origin. Here, by origin means from their ancestors' time or by their birth. For example, if you born in India means you are considered as an Indian. That is your nationality. It cannot be changed. Citizenship is granted to an individual by the government of the country when he or she completes with the legal formalities. Citizenship can be changed. So, citizenship is the status given by the particular country to a particular person. For example, you are an Indian and you want to work in some other foreign countries. For example, take America. If you want to acquire the citizenship of America means you have to apply legal formalities and you will become the citizen of America. Next, we are going to learn about single citizenship. Our Indian Constitution provides for only single citizenship, that is the Indian citizenship, but federal states like USA and Switzerland has dual citizenship, that is national citizenship and the state citizenship. In India, all citizens, irrespective of the state in which they are born or reside, here reside means live in, enjoy the same political and civil rights of citizenship all over the country. So, as per the order precedence, President is the first citizen of our country. Next, we are going to see duties and rights of citizen. Our constitution confers, here confers means grants. So, our constitution grants the following rights for the citizen of India. The first one is fundamental rights, then right to vote in the election to the Lok Sabha and the state legislature, then right to hold certain public offices, then right to become the member of parliament, that is MP, and state legislature, that is MLA. According to 42 amendment of our constitution, a set of fundamental duties are prescribed for all citizens of India. For example, paying taxes honestly, respecting the rights, beliefs and opinions of others, defending the country, respect and obey state and local laws, and so on. Next, we are going to see overseas citizenship of India. The first one is non-resident Indian, that is NRI. Let's see the definition for non-resident Indian. An Indian citizen who is residing outside India and holds an Indian passport. So, NRI means he is an Indian citizen but he is staying outside the India. He is staying in some other foreign countries but he has an Indian passport. So, such citizens are called non-resident Indians. Next, we are going to see person of Indian origin, that is PIO. A person whose any ancestors was an Indian nationals and who is presently holding another country's citizenship other than Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Afghanistan, China and Nepal. The PIO scheme was rescinded whereof 9/1/2015. So, a person whose any ancestors, that is either grandmother or grandfather, was an Indian nationals, so they born in India but they are holding some other country's citizenship other than Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Afghanistan, China and Nepal, or comes under the person of Indian origin. Next, we are going to see overseas citizen of India card holder, that is OCI. It is an immigration status permitting a foreign citizen of Indian origin to live and work in the Republic of India indefinitely, except the citizen of Pakistan and Bangladesh. There are no voting rights for an OCI card holder. So, OCI is an immigration status where the foreign citizen or a person of foreign country but he is of India origin, either mother, father or ancestors belong to India, they can work in the Republic of India indefinitely, so they can work here indefinitely for a indefinite time. So, except the citizen of Pakistan and Bangladesh, if a citizen is a OCI cardholder, means they are denied the voting rights. Next, we are going to learn about the two terms like alien and immigrant. Alien refers to all non-citizens or non-nationals residing in a country. Here, residing means living in a country. So, alien means or alien refers to all non-citizens or non-nationals living in a country. Example, tourist, foreign students. Immigrant refers to alien who has been granted the right to reside. Here, reside means live in and work permanently without restriction in a particular country. Next, we are going to see qualities of a good citizen. The first quality of a good citizen is loyalty to the Constitution. Next quality is obeys laws, then contributes to society and community and performs civic duty. Then quality of goodness and justice. The final quality is respecting diversity. Next, we are going to learn about global citizenship. Global citizenship is an idea that everyone, no matter where they live, is part of a worldwide community rather than as the citizen of particular nation or place. So, global citizenship means a person, no matter in which country they live, but they are regarded as the part of a worldwide community. So, that is called global citizenship. All people have rights and civic responsibilities. It is fundamental in enabling young people to access and participate in shaping modern society. Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, that is PBD, sponsored by Ministry of External Affairs of Government of India, is celebrated once in every 2 years to mark the contributions of overseas Indian community in the development of India. So, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, that is PBD, it is sponsored by Ministry of External Affairs of Government. It is celebrated once in every 2 years to mark the contributions of overseas Indian community in the development of India. The day January 9 commemorates the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi in India from South Africa. So, this day is remembered as the day for the overseas Indian community who contributed a lot in the development of India. Finally, we are going to see conclusion part. Our Constitution of India has introduced single citizenship and provides uniform rights for the people of India to promote the feeling of fraternity, which means brotherhood, and unity among them to build an integrated, here integrated means united Indian nation. I have enclosed the classwork instructions in the PDF. Kindly refer it. So now we have reached the end of this session. Thank you.